This episode of the Sports Box is brought to you by Mic'd Up Entertainment and DJ Mike Velardi. For all of your event planning needs, make sure you contact Mike at 609-864-5925 and tell him that you saw him on the Sports Box.
Well, hello again, and welcome to the show that just makes you want to go out and take a big, massive shit. This is the Sports Box. The only thing that matters is right here. I am Mike Galetta, a.k.a. Half to Mike, along with my partner, Brian. Brian, how are you today?
What am I supposed to say to that?
Not much, just laughing.
I mean, all right, sure.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom, all right.
Guys, I'm fighting a little sickness today, so don't worry about my voice. I'm going to be a trooper, stick it out. I'm not going to kiss Brian until after the show, so we'll be all right. First of all, Brian, you can always get us on social media. You can always get us all over the place.
Certainly. I mean, you have to take a shit. Just get your social media when you're in your bathroom, right? You can find us on Twitter at Sportsbox Show. You can find us on Facebook at Sportsbox Show. Make sure you're checking us out there. There's a lot of exclusive content that we have for those of us on Twitter and Facebook, including all you wrestling fans. We're doing a web series right now, looking back at the 33 years of Wrestlemania. Nice little look back, a little nostalgic. You know, they're fun. Definitely take a look there. They're on our social media. But, of course, the YouTube channel as well. As you're wiping, go ahead and subscribe. You'll see the logo at the end of the show to subscribe right through there, and you can follow us here as well.
And if you look close at the end, Brian's going to give you a $3 gift certificate to XLab, so don't worry about it. So, anyway, today we are going to talk about the wrestling WWE Fastlane Recap. Brian, interesting matches. We talked about some winners, some losers, so let's get to it right away. Bayley wins a match against Charlotte. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so Bayley retains her title. I think this was kind of a surprise, Mike, because we talked about it in our preview that Charlotte had not lost, and I want to say 16 consecutive pay-per-view matches, and they kind of went a different direction here. So Bayley's going to be the women's champion going into WrestleMania. We're going to see how that ends up there. But yeah, kind of surprised there that Bayley retained over Charlotte.
Yeah, I am. And then the next match was I picked Sami Zayn to beat Samoa Joe. I was wrong. What a surprise. Samoa Joe won that fight, so that was interesting.
Not close.
Yeah,
not close. I mean, they're really pushing Samoa Joe as this destroyer character, and he came out there and pretty much destroyed Sami Zayn.
He took the lance.
And they've had their NXT battles. I mean, it was really good exposure for Samoa Joe. I'm curious to see where this kind of ends up going into WrestleMania there, but the problem with Sami Zayn's character is I don't think there's a lot of room to grow there, and he's kind of become the new Dolph Ziggler. And I say that because he's kind of just this guy that goes out there and loses to people in Raw. And I just don't really know how you fix that. But Samoa Joe, nice little showing in his first pay-per-view match.
Then the next match we talk about Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. I thought Strowman would come through in this match. He got pushed around a little bit in this match. Very interesting.
It's kind of funny. I mean, only in WWE can you push a guy like they've been pushing Strowman, only to bury him, have him lose to Roman Reigns here. I just don't know what Reigns' character gains from this here. I kind of felt the best solution there would be like a double count out, double DQ, something like that. But, Reigns over Strowman, again, I'd be curious to see where this goes. But obviously, Reigns has a big matchup coming in a couple of weeks.
And if you actually bought this fight for the last match, boy, are you getting it shoved up the old keister in this one. Kevin Owens losing to Goldberg in the Universal title match. Unbelievable. 22 seconds?
About roughly.
22 seconds. Unbelievable.
I think everybody kind of thought, I especially did, I think we talked about this as well. It made a lot of sense, storyline-wise, that Goldberg would win the championship here.
Just not that way.
But it's just, here's a guy, Mike, again, I'm not a Bill Goldberg hater by any stretch, I'm going to be going personally to Monday Night Raw in Philadelphia the week before WrestleMania, so I'm going to get a chance to see Goldberg, which is great. I've never actually seen him live. But for a guy to come back after being off for 12 years, he's wrestled, if you don't count the Rumble, he's been in 2 matches for a combined 47 seconds.
And between
the Lesnar thing and now the championship, this guy's he's literally a cup of coffee back, and he's the Universal Champion going into WrestleMania.
Yeah, we said it before. After a 12-year layoff, how does this guy come back and fight as little as he did? And now he's the face of the WWE again. Is this desperate times by WWE trying to bring back a famed guy? Or what are now? What's going to happen in the next time Goldberg fights in the ring? He's going to lose the title again. They're going to go back and forth.
Well, we're looking here at what Fastlane can do to WrestleMania. So we're
the impact of it. I was going to ask you my next question.
We're a couple weeks away now from WrestleMania 33. The card is really starting to take shape, especially from the Raw side. Obviously, Bayley and Charlotte are going to be in some sort of title match. You'll probably see it be a 4-way with Sasha Banks.
Whoa! I'm sorry.
Sasha Banks.
Got a little excited there. I'm sorry.
You're just on a roll today.
I am. I'm sorry. I still have pooping.
And I I think Nia Jax also finds her way into this match. I think that kind of makes some sense here for the women's title. Wouldn't be surprised to have Charlotte, take it back here, to be honest with you. Samoa Joe, I think they're kind of leaving their options open there because they don't really know if Seth Rollins is going to be able to go. I think he will. I think they're doing too much with him and Triple H right now with the promos back and forth to not have that work. But they're leaving Samoa Joe open for something. You saw him on Raw, keying with Owens. Could be some kind of a faction there. Reigns is going to have the Undertaker. Here's my problem with this match, Mike. So, you've been pushing Roman Reigns as a face for all this time.
Yeah.
Regardless of the fact that the crowd boos him mercilessly every time his music hits. Especially, yes.
The Rumble was bad.
So now, you're putting him up against The Undertaker. Now, The Undertaker is one of, if not the most revered guy in the company. Going back years. There's no way that The Undertaker can take a heel role. It just doesn't work. So what in the blue hell are you doing with Reigns here? Unless you're going to turn Reigns into a monster heel as part of this, I just don't see how this is going to work. And you know what? I'll bet you anything. Reigns beats The Undertaker at WrestleMania because that's how stupid this is.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just...
It's all over the place. You really, not that you should follow it, but you really.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But again, so you asked me about Bill Goldberg.
Yep.
So the main event of WrestleMania 33 was a mid-card match at WrestleMania 20 between Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg for the Universal Championship. I tell you what, I mean, in lieu of some other things, I understand why this is going to be a big match, and it will go on last. I have no doubt in my mind this is going to be the main event. I think Paul Heyman is going to single-handedly make this match because if you watched Raw recently, the man's a genius. Just his promo work is phenomenal. And I got to tell you, I think Brock walks away with the belt. I think this is, we talked about Goldberg, Hall of Fame, right from the sunset. I don't know where he's going to be after WrestleMania, but I got to tell you, this has all the makings of Brock Lesnar walking out of WrestleMania 33 holding that red belt nice and high.
I can see that. You got a lot of poignance with that.
Like I said, I mean, it's not the way I would have gone with it, but again, I don't write for WWE, so it is what it is. I should.
You probably should.
I'd make a hell of a lot better product than what's going on here. 21 seconds, you take the belt off of Kevin Owens. And now Kevin Owens is a unite. So Kevin Owens, the night after losing. Hold on a second. Where's the rant light? Where's the? Yeah, okay. So Kevin Owens, the night after losing the Universal Championship, which is the premier championship on Raw.
Yep.
If not the company, but let's just call it for Raw.
Right.
Now he's in a program which we all said was going to go up against Chris Jericho at WrestleMania.
Yep.
That was not a surprise. Pretty much that match happened if you exclude the 21-second BS. Jericho cost him the title.
Jericho cost him the title.
Right. That continues that.
That's what I don't like now. They keep getting Jericho involved in always something like
that.
Well,
no, I think Owens Jericho has definitely some potential, but now Owens is in a match for the United States Championship.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're here in that main event level, you don't care about the U.S. Championship. So,
yeah, it's second.
Yeah, it's just, I mean... I don't quite get that part of it, but whatever. That match I'm looking forward to. I think these guys will work well together. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me that you're going... You just lost the biggest championship, now you're going for the second one. Like, I don't...
So we may have to pick somebody out of the crowd to give Brian a hug because I think he's a little upset right now, but that's okay. He'll get over it like he does.
I don't get upset. I'm very inquisitive. Like,
wait till you see the tongue I give him after this. Well, we won't.
Can you not?
No, we won't.
WrestleMania 33, April 2nd.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, and we'll be doing some preview work. Yeah. And we'll probably bring Anthony Morello on, one of our WWE guys. Take a look at the show, and
can I throw him through the table?
If you're not throwing me, I'm actually.
I can suplex Anthony through the table.
It's fine.
I light it on fire, and throw him through it.
Suplex City.
Yeah, that's all like a little ECW days.
What would your wrestler name be if you were a wrestler?
The Big Mamba.
The Big Mamba.
The Big Mamba. Yeah, I'm not exactly svelte as I once was, so I call myself
svelte.
Yeah, you like
and you
that?
say I had the vocabulary.
Huh? Get on skates though. I'm going to get on skates on Saturday, folks. The Ice Dogs. That's right. I'm back. We should have footage on it. I'm not going to guarantee that, but we'll see how much footage I can get from that. So, but that should be an experience in itself. So, anyway, thank you for watching this edition of the WrestleMania of the Fastlane recap. Keep an eye out. We always have good stuff coming.
Absolutely, and of course, now if you're done taking that shit that Mike talked about,
that's a big shit.
Make sure you're following us on Twitter at SportsBox Show, on Facebook at SportsBox Show, especially you WWE fans. Again, we've been doing a series where we're looking back at all the old WrestleManias, and I got to tell you, it's really cool interacting with some of our fans. Looking back at some of the big matches, big events, and you know, it just felt so much bigger back then than it does now because there's so much overload of events. But definitely keep an eye out for that. And of course, the YouTube channel, you'll see the logo right at the end here. Subscribe right over here. Yeah. You'll get a chance to see all of our fresh content as soon as it's up there for you.
And listen, like Brian said, if you've been taking a dump all this time, please go to the emergency room. There's something wrong. You've dumped out your entire organs or something's going on. It's a long show. So anyway, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Right in. We'll always respond back to you. And at the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters is still right here. Next week, Golden Toilet Seat. We're giving it away. See you.
Don't forget to subscribe.